Hey there, Scorpios, and welcome now to Thursday. Well, I think today it's partly cloudy and kind of blah. That's the best way to put it. The moon has moved into Sagittarius, moved out of your sign. So I think you're feeling a little bit of a loss of the sparkle. That sparkle, by the way, was the moon in your sign, and it's gone now. And the moon moves into Sagittarius now, and like it does every month, frankly. It's not a big deal. Which gives emotional highlight now to your sense of values. That's self-esteem, that's the bank account, that's your morals, so your entire value system. By the way, a spectrum of consciousness that Tauruses are masters of. You are masters of drawing lines. Tauruses are masters of expanding lines, creating value, creating big stuff that overfills a room. That said, there is one caveat to today's trans, and that is that the moon is actually squaring two other planets. Squares usually are fears. When you boil them down into a person's life, fears bubble up with a square, and the fears bubble up because you suddenly feel the loss of that energy, and you're like, where'd it go? Well, the two losses that you might feel really are the connection between emotions and your soul and your responsibilities. That's Saturn, the sun, and the moon. They're all squaring. Watch the astro weather to see the map for that. But what it may manifest into is, for instance, you could go off the deep end and start worrying about money today because you're not really feeling the strength of your responsible side, you're not feeling the strength of your consciousness. Or either the other two could go a bit rogue. But let's talk about where Saturn is. Where Saturn is actually retrograde in the spectrum of consciousness you use to deal with the public. So that's where your responsibility really lies right now, growing in that public persona, developing that public persona. But Saturn is retrograde, so if you get in a conflict with Saturn today, it's all theory. The Sun, however, is ending chapter 1 of Sun in Pisces, which means that if your heart gets into a bit of a conflict with your soul and its direction, which, by the way, is focused on personal dreams this month, I'm advising you to really move forward with what the soul knows. You certainly have enough information to take the next step. And what that probably drills down in your life to is something to the effect of, okay, now it's time to ask that girl out, or now it's time to go ahead and start that creative project, write the script even though you don't have funding. Take the first steps towards your personal dreams, and the nest kind of lesson will unveil itself. All right, Scorpio, that's all I have for Thursday. See you tomorrow with your weekend forecast. Live, love, be. So